Good morning, everybody. Viziotix is a startup in software. We sell SDKs to read barcodes, but specifically we focus on automation and the problems that people have automating processes that include barcode scanning. So why is automation a problem for barcode scanning? Barcode scanning has been around a long time, right? But it turns out there's still plenty of things to do in order to make sure that these different applications are as efficient as possible. And one of the problems is where is the barcode sometimes? Because the images that you get from automation when you're moving, when you're at, you've got something mounted on a forklift, or in an environment where you don't control the illumination, these things can be an issue. So where is the barcode? And we have to figure out ways to find barcodes within difficult images in order to make these automation applications work. And as you can see there, the barcodes, they're not in the center of the image. A lot of barcode scanning starts in the center and works outwards. We don't do that because we expect the barcode to be anywhere within the image. So we provide powerful SDKs for automation, typically for all the different platforms that you'd imagine. So we do Linux, Windows, and so on. Also Android and iOS, where it's necessary. And the intention is to find every single barcode with an image, not just one or some, but every single one, because that's what some of these applications depend on. If you want to scan a pallet of goods, you need to find every barcode. Or if you're in a pharmaceutical type application, you need to find every barcode. So as I say, we supply the SDK, the software only. We supply quite a lot of consulting with our partners as well. People who are developing automation solutions very often need a little bit of help in terms of what type of camera. It can be any camera. The software will work on any camera, but the overall performance you're going to get depends on the overall solution. So the camera, the lighting, the processor, it makes up the system. But obviously our job is to make the software work as efficiently as possible. And you can see some of the applications there on the right-hand side. So what do we do that's different? Well, this is kind of what we focus on. It's speed. Particularly when you've got maybe 20, 40, 100 megapixel images. How fast can you process those images so that you're working in real time? Distance, because you don't know how far you're going to be. If you're scanning on a drone, or if you're scanning on a forklift, you don't know how far the pallet or the item is going to be. Success rate. A lot of these applications really depend on success rate, because if you imagine you're scanning the inventory in a warehouse, if you miss something, that's a manual rework. That means somebody's got to go out and find that thing. So the actual scan rate is incredibly important for these applications. And then the number of codes per image. We need to find every barcode, not just some of the barcodes in an image, as I showed you on some of the videos before. So we have special applications to find these barcodes. You can see it working there, for instance, on data matrix codes. We have special algorithms for things like blur, how to manage with very blurry barcodes, so when you're out of focus, or when something is moving in the image, which is often the case in our applications. So let's just finish here with a couple of different applications from some of our customers. This is a gate scanner that's reading pallets as they're pushed past on a forklift truck. This is a parcel sortation scanner that scans the barcodes on the parcels, and then it projects onto the barcode, it projects information to the sorters to tell them where to put each of the individual packages. This is a drone solution from a German company here called Docs Innovation. So they have an inventory drone that moves through the warehouse with a robotic base, scanning the pallets as they go. This is a forklift-mounted scanner that basically the idea is you track the pallets from the moment you receive them in goods inwards. You track them during the put-away process, the picking process, and the shipping process, so that you know at every point in the process exactly where all of your items of inventory are. And lastly, this one is a pharmaceutical sorting machine. So you empty all the drugs into that are received in the pharmacy. It sorts them, it stocks them, and then it dispenses them automatically. And there was something like 12 cameras in that process that capture the barcodes on the packages as they pass in order to make that system work. So if you want to try our software, there's a simple way to do it. You can download the application there that you can get on Google Play and the App Store. It's a smartphone application just for a demo. It's not what we do because we focus on automation, but it gives you an idea of the sort of things you can do and the settings that you can adjust in order to maximize the performance on your particular images. You can download our SDK from our website. You can download that free of charge. You just need an email, and that gets you the SDKs for 30 days, plus a few applications as well that you can use to make your testing as simple as possible. And that's it, really. What I'd like you to do, if you can, is come by our booth. We're just at the end of the startup zone just down there. And we'll show you all of the software. I have some brochures here on our product here, which include barcodes on the back to get the SDK or to get the application. So if any of you would like to pick these up at the end, then please be my guest. Thank you very much.
Model, do you sell the...
So we sell the SDKs. We license the SDKs on an annual basis or a perpetual basis, depending on... it depends on the customer. A lot of automation solutions are offline. They're completely offline. They work in an isolated warehouse. They're not connected to the internet. And so we have to align our licensing strategy with that. But we have a very flexible licensing strategy. But basically, we license the device that you're operating on an annual or perpetual basis.
Donato, you also has...
Does the SDK runs on embedded hardware, like FPGAs, or only runs on...
Sorry, I didn't quite catch it.
Embedded hardware, like FPGA, micro... On what does it run? What processing?
It runs on Linux, Windows, and any of the smartphone platforms, so Android and iOS. We could compile it for particular processors, but the vast majority of our customers are really, they're using things like the Jetson, Xavier, and products like that. So Linux is our biggest platform.